Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 plus fitness journey. Okay, my quest for a legit 450 pound deadlift pull by the end of this year, 2024, continues with a very gratifying deadlift session today. And today is, by the way, August 22nd, 2024. So let's head to the gym and I'll show you what I was up to. Alrighty, off we go. Now this is my first working set of the day, 315 pounds by 3 reps. And as you can see, I weighed in this morning at 179.0 pounds. Now, if you've been following my deadlift journey, you'll know that I usually use a simple progressive overload approach programming of 3 sets by 5 reps. Now this is probably the third session where I've deviated from that a bit, and I'm using a 3 rep set approach. And this is primarily for 2 reasons. First is it's just kind of fun to change up a little bit, and second, and primarily, it just allows me to touch a higher weight on the last set or 2, which is cool. Now this is, I don't know what set this is, maybe third, 355 by 3, and it feels pretty good. Now my previous deadlift session, you may have seen it, it was less than stellar for me. I wasn't really happy with it. So I was expecting today to turn out pretty good. I mean, it was good. I wouldn't say it was 100%, but it definitely felt 98%. Felt good. Now this 375 is probably the top end weight I would use at my 3 set by 5 rep programming. So 3 reps here should feel pretty good, and it did. Now this next set is really the essence of this workout, where the rubber meets the road. 385 is a higher multi-rep set than I usually do. I have done 385 by 3 before, but still, this is a fairly heavy weight for me to do more than 1 rep. And based on how this felt was going to determine my next set. And I got to tell you, this felt fairly heavy. And if you do deadlifts, you know that first rep is actually the hardest of the set. Once you get that first rep in, you can usually do a couple of more reps and feel pretty good with it. So in my mind there, I'm saying, okay, Mark, what do you want to do here? I said, well, let's try a single at 410. Now, last time I did this 3 rep type of approach, I topped in at a single of 405. So this is not a big jump, but it's still a jump. And it felt pretty good. So there you go. Today's, I'll call it, somewhat stellar deadlift session. And I want to say thank you very much for hanging out with me at the gym today, because it really helps. Thank you. How you feel? All right, there you go. Today's deadlift session. Now, I'm going to call that one a success, a big check mark. I'm not going to call it epic, but I will call it very good. And I followed up the deadlift session with some hamstring work. I did 4 sets of RDLs, 3 real good working sets in the 8 rep range, and then did some leg curl work out on the, there's an isolation hamstring machine out on the floor that I like. I did 3 sets there. So that was a darn good session today. And I want to say again, thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with me. I sincerely appreciate it. And again, as always, a couple of more favors I'm asking of you. Just hit that like button. Share this with your friends, and just leave a comment. I love to see comments. Just stop in, and some of you folks out there are very diligent and very kind with your comments, and you always drop a comment. But if you don't normally drop a comment, just stop in for a second and say hi. That's all. Really appreciate that. And also, obviously, if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button. Love to have you here. All right, that's it. With that, I'll say, till next time, go get 'em. Mark out.